everyone. I can see people joining. I can't see a comment. One comment's just come through. Hi Vicky, thank you for joining. Hi Rachel. Hi Kim, thank you so much. You know, you always support me, always support the boys, always on my lives. Hi Steve. Hi Amanda. Hi Carly. Hi Leslie. If I miss anybody, like I said before, it's sometimes, thank you Julia, thank you Julie, Lizzie, Linda and Dee and everyone else, and my Scottish granny if she joins and sees this live. Hi Simon. I've been meaning to do this live for a few weeks now, and unfortunately for me, I've let my pride get in the way. As I've said before, I was brought up a certain way. And one of those ways that was installed in me was to always work, always earn your own money, and don't ask anyone for anything. So it's something that I've always struggled with. But I have to put that aside, because otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere, and that's the fact. Hi Margaret, thank you from Ireland. Now, one of the biggest things that they have tried to stop me doing, hi Jane, tried to stop me doing over the last 5 years is raising funds to get this into court. Apart from the truth, the other side to it was raising funds, because it's a private prosecution against the Met Police. Once I can show what the Met Police did, that will set the ball in motion to quash the original conviction on one of those murderers and bring about the right charges. At the moment, it's stalemate. We're at a crossroads. You know, I have overwhelming evidence on the cover-up of the murder of my son and his 2 friends, which I've tried to show you over the last 5 years. It's overwhelming, and we haven't even told you everything. Thank you for your comments, Marty. Thank you. And we haven't even told you everything, but I've told enough and shown enough to show you that this was a cover-up, that my son was murdered. It was a deliberate attack on the children of this country. That's a fact. After this, change needs to come after we've got to court, so that it just doesn't happen to another family. On top of that, you've got the police that collude with the media. How do they even have the power to do that? And then the media aided the fake narrative to you all. You know, they distracted you from the truth, and it manipulates what you think, or what you think happened that night. It's just a reckless regard for the truth, because it wasn't the truth. The media didn't print the truth, and the police didn't print the truth or tell the truth. And we've got to show we can't be treated like this. We need to show solidarity. We've been downtrodden too long. It's always felt like there's a boot on our back that we need to kick off and stand up and just dust ourselves down. They say you can judge a group or an institution by the way it treats the poor. And you can judge them by the way they do that. We have a justice system that treat you better if you're rich or guilty than if you're poor or innocent. And I've seen that over the last 5 years by the way I've been treated, by the things said about me just because I speak out and try and tell you what happened. It's broken and it needs fixing. And I believe my son's case can make changes for you all. My bravery doesn't come from fighting, it comes from within. That's where my strength comes from, and you all have that strength. And I need all of your help. This is just not a case of I can do this. This is a case of we can do this. They won't ignore it if I get it into court, but I've been ignored every way down the line by every institution. No coroner's inquest in our boys' case, even though they were entitled to that. That's their right because they suffered a violent death. Unfortunately, the system is stacked against us, because to get what is just for my son is going to cost thousands and thousands of pounds. And it shouldn't be that way, but sadly it is. I don't just stand up for my son and his two friends, I also stand up for you and your offspring. Because my son's case don't just affect me, and that's clear to see by all your support. It affected me, his siblings, his friends, the community, and all of you. And none of us were told the truth. They decide what's in the public interest, not us. They don't even ask the public. They decide. Because the system will always protect the system. Living daily with knowing my son was murdered, his life was stolen from him, and the things that did that have got away with it, and it was covered up by the very people who were meant to protect us, is a bitter pill to swallow. And I will not or never swallow it. So we're going to go back to the beginning. In the beginning, we was going to start fundraising. For 3 years, I stopped fundraising, and I should never have done that, because I allowed the trolls and the liars, and sadly, some of them closer to home, get to me. But that was all based on how I was. When you're a giving person and you're not someone who's a taker, it's very hard to ask for something and to take something. So we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to start fundraising. And in 6 months' time, we want to hold an event, and you supporters on this page are all invited. If you can come or wish to come, I'm inviting you. Entry will be £5, but what we're looking for is a venue. If anybody on here knows of a venue that is near a station, so it's accessible and easy for everyone who wants to come to get to, please give me your ideas. Or if any of you would like to do anything on the day or the night, we don't know if it's going to be a day event or a night event yet, but we're going to have entertainment, we're going to have food, Brian the Lion's going to do a sponsored shave, James Goddard is going to be waxed. I mean, if you want to see James Goddard in pain, and I'm sure some of you will want to, please come along. So we're hoping to do that in about 6 months' time. Stand together. The case I'm building in the background, I've been doing that. I've been trying to learn their system and learn their legal system, as well as civil procedural rules and everything else you need to know to get it into court. But I just can't do it all on my own. And I would be a fool to think I can. I'll be fighting in their system, and their system will protect their system. So I want to show I'm not on my own, that I have all of you with me. And there is a quote that I want to say, because I think it's a really good quote. There is a constant war, a war of fear. Those who have the courage to conquer that are made free. And those who are conquered by it are made to suffer until they have the courage to defeat it. Now, I like that quote, so I wanted to share that with you. I can tell you this, there is no darkness. There is none, just absence of light. Let us be that light, because we can make this change, and my son's case can do that. But I do need your help. So anyone who's got any ideas or would like to put anything forward, who has an idea of a venue that is accessible, that everyone can come to, that's most likely near a station, then please let me know, because I'm inviting all of you that have supported our boys and me for the last 5 years. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Please share.